support our coverage using Blueberry, the community that gives creators the ability to make money, get detailed audience measurements, and host their audio and video. Get 30 days to try out the service using promo code Blueberry004. That's BLUBRRY004.
Hey, welcome to our coverage here at CES. Thank you for stopping by.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. So tell me about your company, who you are, and what you're showing me here this morning.
Okay, I'm Kelly Chen. I'm the founder and CEO of HeCarry.com. So we offer, we want to help people to live a healthier life by providing the easy to use and most comfortable health sensing, and to like the group they needed the most. For example, the elderly group, the baby, and the people who suffer from bad sleep.
So what you have in front of me is a light, but it's more than that. It looks to me like maybe there's a speaker here. Why don't you tell me about this light you're showing me?
Sure, of course. So let me turn it off for now. We call it the Smart Sleep Guardian. It's all-in-one sleep assistant. For example, you can see the light. So that's a bedside lamp. What's unique about the product is there is bioradar in here. Therefore, it's 100% for human body, something like Wi-Fi.
Sure.
What it does is it can sense your chest movement caused by respiration and heartbeat. And with all those information, will let you know your stage of sleep, your HRV, which indicate your stress level. That's very important for people, and your heart rate. Because low heart rate could indicate heart attack at night, and also respiration, that would be OSA, obstructive sleep apnea,
right.
Which will lead to bad sleep quality. So we will identify all those problems for people who suffer from sleep. And the most important thing is, with those information, we're able to offer customized solution to help them sleep better, because people are having bad sleep for different reasons.
So I'm assuming then this would go on a nightstand that's next to the bed. What is the field of view when it's looking at the? So if I have this on a nightstand, is the field of view like 2 or 3 feet wide, where the person's head would normally be on a pillow?
So very good question. When it stands on the nightstand, the coverage would be around 5 feet. It covers one person.
Okay.
So it can go as far as 1.5 meter. That's around 4 to 5 feet.
Okay. So if you had a spouse or partner, you could have one for the other side of the bed for that individual as well.
Yep.
So I'm assuming then this attaches to a mobile device with an app, provides a feedback to that. I find it pretty fascinating. How accurate is it in measuring respiration and heart rate? Because how do you actually pick up heart rate with this device?
Another very good question. So when people's hearts beat, it actually causes very small movement. That's micrometer level.
Right.
You cannot see it with your eyes, but because this is super accurate, it can catch that. And you will know your cardio.
Right.
No.
So what if someone's wrapped up real tight in a blanket and their head sticking out? What do you lose efficiency then?
Not at all, unless you are covered with metal. So like I mentioned before, this is something, the wave works similar as Wi-Fi.
Right.
We have Wi-Fi in the living room, but we can catch it like.
So it's no issue penetrating the blanket. Do you know what frequency it's operating at?
Yeah, it's 24G.
Oh, so it is. It's at 24,000. So that allows you. So those of you that don't understand this, when the higher in frequency you go, you get into what's called millimeter wave, and it's really has extremely high accuracy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yep. And one thing I want to mention here is my tech co-founder. He's an expert in the field and done more than 10 years of theoretical study on this. And the best frequency to monitor humans' vital sign would be 27 G.
Wow.
But that's not allowed. by the government.
Right,
That's
because
why.
you have to be within certain frequency ranges.
Yeah, exactly. That's why we go with 24G.
So 24G is not, and it's not that far off, but still, it's a little. You get tighter at 27, but 24 is acceptable, and that within the licensing range. So, is this a prototype? Where are you guys at on bringing this to market? What's the price going to be? All those things.
So this we want to bring it to the market here in US in mid this year. This is prototype, and we want to price it from the ranging from 100 to 200 US dollar. But we can take this down.
Sure.
This is a product. This one we are already selling in. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Yep.
So you're selling this already in the United States?
In China.
In China.
And it's for senior care. So how we started this whole company is that I used to raise up by my grandparents. My parent was busy working.
Sure.
Very close to them. But later on, like they passed away about 7 years ago, and I feel very bad because I don't think they lived the best life before they passed away. I feel like there are so many things we can do to improve the quality of life for them.
Sure.
And therefore, one thing is, for the last few years when they were lying in bed, they simply just cannot get timely help. Like if we want to monitor their health situation, the only thing we can do is put a lot of oil on their body. They don't feel comfortable.
Right.
Anyway, therefore, I find this technology which can monitor people's vital sign remotely. And we spend time and make a product that is really good, and it's already selling to the premium senior care house in China.
So what's the different? Obviously, you get the same response. You get the same measurements, but how are they using that differently for the elderly?
So with the vital sign, we don't need any AI algorithm. So we catch, for example, the heartbeats, the HRV. That's simply by measurement.
Right.
But with the sleep monitoring, we compare it with PSG. That's the professional device, a diagnosed device that the sleep expert use, and compare them. And with the AI algorithm, we are able to get stage of sleep, that kind of parameter with our AI algorithm.
So if this is being used standalone in China, where do they place this? Next to the bed or?
Yeah, so it will stick to the wall.
Oh.
Against the wall.
Yeah,
just
with an angle.
Yeah.
And then you can actually, so that way it doesn't have to be tied to this. Very, very smart. And then I'm assuming then there's a battery in that?
We don't build it because what we found out is with the elderly people, they don't really want complicated thing.
So it has a plug-in.
Yeah, so actually from here.
Okay. So the mount is included to provide power.
Yeah,
okay.
Exactly.
Well, that's interesting. So has it been successful in China, or is it being widely adopted?
Yeah. So our company is a startup. We started last year, but very quickly we've been able to sell to the chain high-end senior care center. So very good start. And also we've seen a lot of good, exciting opportunity here in CES. For example, nursing home from Australia, from India, and
because you can do remote monitoring without having somebody hooked up to something.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's good. And you can get an alert if respiration goes down or heartbeat goes down. They can go check and see what's going on or if there's some sort of distress.
Yep.
Yeah, very, very cool. And it doesn't, again, if you haven't ever spent time in a hospital, what do they have? They got a pressure cuff on you. They got electrodes on you measuring you, and maybe a finger monitor or something. And it gets a little old, but this is non-intrusive, and it's not going to bother someone sleeping. So it makes a lot of sense. So the website again?
Oh, it's www.hecary.com, hecary.com.
Hecary.com. All right, very, very cool. And sometime this year, and hopefully in the United States, this will be available.
Yep.
Definitely keep us advised when it is, and then we can put an update and when the product's available. I hope you've had a good show and made good contacts.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming today.